Hello, I'm Sunit Arora and this is Long Story Capsule, where we take our daily 2000 word story and break it up into an easily digestible 3-minute capsule for you. Today's story is about Modi Sarkar's latest plan with Lutyens Delhi. Delhi, as you know, is the capital and where there's a big redevelopment plan that is on the anvil by the central government. What details do we have, Ajay Srivatsan?
So we know that the government has, of course, formally launched a tender to redevelop Lutyens Delhi. And the reasons they have given is the offices are crammed. We need better, more efficient spaces. But there are many concerns because the tender also talks about designing Delhi with keeping New India in mind. And many architects tell us that they don't really know if there is a New India style. And we have also spoken to many senior people in government who tell us that the government has been looking at redeveloping the zone at least since 2014, right after Modi was sworn in during his first term. The CPWD in fact made a detailed plan for Lodi complex area where there is a lot of government housing currently, and they wanted to build about roughly 10 high-rise buildings in that area. And now many conservationists are worried that many of these high-rise models which were initially conceived would make its way to Lutyens. It will affect its skyline, its heritage, which seems to be the concern that is animating the other side now.
So on this heritage front, it's been quite. There's no denying that Lutyens Delhi and the offices that occupy require some modernization. There are various different requirements that modern day offices bring. So there's no denying that. But heritage is a concern, right? Because Delhi wants to be a heritage city. Can you explain that a bit?
Right. So when in 2013, the government actually approached UNESCO asking for a World Heritage City tag, and it's important because it actually brings in a lot of tourist money. So there is actual value to it, and it puts India on the world map, and in many instances it has actually dramatically increased tourist numbers, helped local businesses and all of that. So since 2013, and Lutyens zone is part of that proposal for seeking this tag. So the concern seems to be that if you do something to Lutyens, then you actually monetarily lose, not just in terms of value and what we like in terms of heritage, which is why a lot of people are now saying go slow, go easy, think fast, think hard and fast about what you really want to do to this place.
In this race to get a new India, whether these heritage concerns are looked at remains to be seen. But architects and conservationists have raised some other concerns also. Can you articulate that?
Right. So apart from heritage, there are two primary concerns. One is the transparency. A lot of people who have even participated in the tender process, been in pre-bid meetings, say there is no clarity. They have really no idea what the government actually wants to do. And they also think that the government has predetermined a certain plan, maybe this 2014 plan that we found while we were reporting, and they just want to transpose it to Lutyens. So they really, while they have said they are seeking ideas, a lot of the architects who participated in the process seem to suggest that the government has ideas, they just don't want to publicly reveal it because of the perceived pushback which they are aware of. The second, apart from transparency, the second concern, the process of it basically. I mean, how do you go about doing something as significant and important as this without consultation? So it's kind of related in a certain sense. And the third is basically the timeline. The government has a very strict timeline in terms of wanting to complete this before the next elections, and by next year actually they want to completely remake the Central Vista, which is the main public space.
So big plans on the anvil, a quick deadline and many concerns. Read this fascinating story about how Delhi is going to change on livemint.com and keep watching us. Thank you.